I teach my daughters not to wear their skin like a drunken apology. I tell them, make a home out of your body. Live in yourself. Do not let people turn you into a regret. Do not justify yourself. If you are a disaster, it's not forever. If you are a disaster, you are the most beautiful one I've ever seen. Do not deconstruct from the inside out. You belong here. You belong here not because you are lovely, but because you are more than that. Hello my friends, welcome back to Epoxy Me That. How are you? I hope doing okay, and I want to thank you for showing up today. We are going to be making the coaster holder for these coasters right here that I made with the magnets in my coasting through the week video. It wasn't last week, but I believe the week before last, and I had more people that wanted to see this than not. So I've never made a holder using this mold right here before, so I thought we would give it a go and see how it turns out. This coaster holder right here is supposed to hold different sizes of coasters, so we're going to go ahead and make these coasters a holder using this mold. I've picked out, I want to do 4 different colors of the magnetic colors instead of 1. I know we did each coaster in a color, but I want to mix the colors in this, you know, to kind of get, we won't get all 5 colors in there, but we'll get 4 of them. So that way it'll match the coasters. And I also want to try something new. If it doesn't work, then we'll just make another coaster holder. I want to throw in these iron fillings. They're magnetic, and into the each of the colors here, and see if we get a different effect. So yeah, let's see if what that's going to do. So if you'd like to see how I get on with this, keep back, relax, and let's get to it. I mixed up 4 ounces of the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. I mixed up 2 ounces of the resin and 2 ounces of the hardener, and I stirred it in my dual head epoxy mixer, my Resiner's dual head epoxy mixer. And I have placed the colorants down into the cups here already, and this is the colors which are next to it. This is like a lavender, this is like a purple, that's like a green, and that's like a gold. So now let's go ahead and drop in some of these magnetic iron fillings. I'm not sure how much we'll put in there. Let's go ahead and do this first. I'm going to put a little bit of resin in each of these cups, and we'll get those powders stirred up really good in just a little bit of that resin. And then we'll add the fillings. Okay, I've mixed up all the powders in the cups, and I put you on time lapse for that. Now we're going to add a little bit of resin to each cup until we get each one filled up in the same. I'm going to try to get the same amount in each cup. Okay, we're going to put a little bit more in each. we'll just start back over, distributing it to each cup here. Alright, I'm going to put the rest in this one. Okay, now let's go ahead and get that resin stirred up in each of our cups here. And our colors are going to be a little bit darker for the coaster holder because we're not adding any butterflies or scenery like we did to this one. So I made the powders a little bit darker, so the magnetic part of it is going to be a little bit more vibrant. Okay, go ahead and get all these colors stirred up, and then we will add the magnetic fillings there. Now, I'm not sure how much to put in here, you guys. Let's do a spoonful. Okay, I'm going to stir that up. I don't know if that's going to be too much or not enough. I have no idea. But we are definitely invested now, so there's no turning back. So I'm going to go ahead and add a spoonful to the rest of these. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get those magnets stirred up in here. It definitely changed the color. Maybe we put, you're like, we didn't do nothing, you did it. Is there a mouse in your pocket, girl? That's what my husband says to me all the time when I say, we didn't take the trash out, or we forgot to pay something. He'll say, no, 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 no. Is there a mouse in your pocket? Because we didn't do anything. Yeah, it looks like maybe I put too much of the magnetic powders in here because it has really changed the color. I mean, you can see the little black dots in each of our colors here. But like I said, there's no turning back now, so we're just going to keep on pushing forward with our coaster holder. Alright, now I'm going to put the magnets underneath our holder here. Like that's really working. They will lay flat. Just have to make them. I don't know how many I can get under here without them starting to try to flip. Okay. I want to add some more over here. Alright, now we need to get some underneath the feet here. Okay, I've got all the magnets underneath the mold here. Now we're going to spritz some alcohol into the mold there, and that's going to help with the bubbles forming on the bottom of our mold and on the edges. And now I'm just going to give this a little bit of a stir before I pour it. And I'm just going to add a little bit in each one. I'm going to stir this one up. And then I'm going to add a little bit of this color. Okay, now we're going to get this color right here, which is the green. Give it a little bit of a stir. And we're going to add some of it. Okay, now this is the gold. We're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a stir. And then we're going to add it. Oops. Alright, now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and finish filling up the mold with the rest of my colors here. I received a package in the mail, and this came from Andy over at Andy's Custom Carved Creations UK, and Resin Me Up. He helped Resin Me Up, Mary from Resin Me Up, raise some money for her granddaughter's trip, and they did like a little auction, and it was a whole lot of fun. I didn't get to stay for all of it, but I did get to stay for some. And this was one of the items that I bid on, and I won. So I'd like to share that with you all. I just received it in the mail, and Andy was so kind to ship these out himself. That was so sweet of him. He did not have to do that. Okay, let's see what I got. Of course, if you were at the auction yourself, you know what I got. Wow, Andy packaged these really nice. Or this really nice. I'm going to take my scissors here and just go ahead and cut it right there. Thanks, Tammy. Love, Andy. Custom Carving UK. That was sweet. And I got a red, I think this is a cardinal. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know. But it's a red bird. And it's got some beautiful glitter in it. Can you see it? It's pretty cute. Thank you, Andy. And I hope Mary raised enough money for her granddaughter. I know she didn't through the little auction that she had, but I hope that it definitely helped what she raised. I'm going to set my little bird right over here. Y'all ready to see what this looks like? I know I am. Alright, I'm excited to see what the other side looks like. I don't know if it's going to look just awful, because maybe all of those little black pieces flew to the other side, to the magnets, and maybe it's going to look super ugly. But if all else fails, on the other side, we can use this side if we don't like the other side, because this side is beautiful. And see, I can see through there at all those little, can y'all see it? I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see through there a little bit. So let's get our magnets over there to the side and let's pull this out and see what it looks like. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Can y'all see that? It's like they splattered on there. That's crazy. I don't like it. I like this side though. We could dome this top here and use this side. Let me see if I can get y'all down to see what I see. I may have to take y'all outside and let y'all see this. To see what I see. Can y'all see how it looks splattered? And then look how the reflections are right here. Isn't that neat? But I don't like it. I don't. But I do like this side. Okay, let's get these out and look at them. I'm sure they'll be the same way. And they are. I wish y'all could see what I'm seeing. Or when I look through the camera, it doesn't look like y'all see what I see. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting. There's that one. These may have a little, no, they all have, maybe I put too many of the flakes in there. The magnetic things. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this again. Try this again. And use less of the little iron fillings. They're magnetic iron fillings. Maybe we need to use less of those. I love this side though. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put a top coat on this, and then we'll just use it this way instead of the other way. Let me get it in here. Put one in and another one falls out. Okay, there we go. But you will be able to see the legs. You'll be able to see the other side, that ugly black side. It's not ugly. I need to quit saying that. It's really not ugly. It's interesting. We're going to try this one more time using the magnetic powders, and we're only going to put a little bit of the iron fillings in. I decided that I'm not going to put them in each cup. I'm just going to sprinkle some in here and see what we get. Okay, I already have my colors mixed up over here. I did the purple, the blue, the gold, and the green. I've already got them mixed up in my cups. Let's go ahead and even them out with the resin that I have right here. I'm using the Bond Crafter epoxy resin. And I'm just trying to even out my cups here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stir them up a little bit because I've already stirred up the magnetic powders in each of them. So I'm just going to give them a little bit of a stir. I hope these weren't expensive. I borrowed them from my daughter. And I've almost used all of them with my whacked out experiments. My crazy experiments. So I owe her some magnetic powders. I don't know where she got them from, but I hope they weren't expensive. She does nails, and she uses these for cat eye nails. And right now the cat eye nails are really popular. So she had a ton of these, and I just grabbed a set out of her nail bag. Payback from all the times she has just borrowed all my stuff, right? A little bit of payback. No, I'm gonna buy her some new powders to replace what I used. I just need to find out where she got them from so I can replace them with the same ones, because obviously she likes these. Okay, now I'm going to spritz some. Well, first let's let that resin sit and degas for about 3 minutes, and I'll meet you back. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and take my 91% isopropyl alcohol. You can use 100% or 91%. And we're going to spritz it into my mold here, and that's going to help with the bubbles, to keep the bubbles from forming on the edges and on the bottom, which when we demold it'll be the top of your piece, your casting. Okay, now I'm going to give my colors just a little bit of a twirl, right like that. You know what? I'm leaning more towards not putting the fillings in this one. And we'll play around with those in another project. I just really want to get a nice coaster to match, a coaster holder to match our coasters. So I'm not going to chance messing this one up. So we'll just play with those magnetic fillings in another piece in another time. This is looking too beautiful to mess it up. I'm going to take you down and let you look at it. Look at how beautiful that is. So hopefully that will be our turnout when we demold. Alright, I'm going to take my heat gun and I'm going to move it around and pop those surface bubbles. And now we're going to spritz some alcohol to pop those surface bubbles. And then I will meet you back for demold. See you later. Alright, let's take this top off here and demold our coaster holder and see how it turned out. I had to take some little wax pieces and prop it up on the side there because the mold was leaning a little bit from being stacked up on all these magnets. Alright, here's our coasters. I'm going to set them to the side right here. Kind of lay them out. And let's get this demolded. Alright. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So pretty. Now let's get our little legs out to our stand. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love this technique. It's so beautiful and different. How do you feel about it? Let me know in the comment section below if you really like this technique. And would you make a coaster set like this for your home? Okay, let's, it's going to be a little flimsy, you know, because it needs to fully cure. But let's go ahead and put it together and get a little looky at it. And of course, I will get some quick glamour shots at the end for you. And I'm so glad I did not put the iron fillings in this one. Not that I don't want to experiment more with that. It's just I really wanted to go ahead and get this set complete so I can get it in my shop. And I think this is beautiful. So beautiful. And I'm going to be sanding these coasters down and giving them a glossy top coat, as well as the stand. Okay, I brought you down a little bit further so you can see how our coaster holder stand looks. I think it turned out super cute. I just love this coaster holder stand. I'm going to go ahead and lift these coasters off of it because it's not fully cured and I don't want all that weight pressing down on it. And here's the other one that we made with the iron fillings. Right here, the magnetic iron fillings. This is the one that we made using those. And this is really neat. It really is. I'm telling you. It's super cool. It's really, really neat. But I just think we need to experiment with it a little bit more because I don't know if we need more or less of these because I don't know. I don't really like the look that it gave right here. Let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think? And that's the bottom. Flip it over to the top. And that's the top. So that's the two next to each other. So, I don't know. I would be interested to see maybe without the fillings, maybe a black dome on the bottom. Yeah, I'm just not really liking the... I don't know. It's not that I don't like it, you know, because it is different. It's not that it's ugly. It's definitely different. Definitely different. Let me know what you think about this one. Oh, and I also wanted to share with you all, I made these cute little, this cute little set last night. And I just wanted to share it with you. I made it to match a top that I have. And you know how turtles' eyes are on the side, so I put little diamonds, rhinestone diamonds on the side, and I put them a little bow tie on. And this is water and trees, you know, like the beach. I think they turned out so cute with the raindrop effect and chameleon powders. And this is the necklace, and that's the earrings. Let me know what you think about it. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.